You want to do top 5 favorite media?
Yeah, let's do it, baby.
All right, you want to go first, then I'll go, and we'll do it that way?
I'll go through all of my honorable mentions, and you'll go through all your honorable mentions, and then we'll do the list.
Oh, I didn't even do honorable mentions. There's not enough, honestly.
Well, my honorable mentions is just basically YouTuber shout-outs, so I'll just do it now. Basically, I just want to shout out some people that I've been really admiring or interested in on YouTube. One of the videos is One Short Eye, is the YouTube channel. He did a video on the Dagger of Amun-Ra, and the video is called Why Almost No One Solves This Game. It's like a very exhaustive like walkthrough of this adventure game from, the Sierra adventure game era of computer games.
This may seem like a soft lock because you have no sandwich and no coupon.
And it was just really well done. It was just like, it's what I like in YouTube videos. Like, remember I shouted out Leighton Eversole, and it's the same kind of thing where it's like, okay, I'm going to walk through the game, but here's some trivia. I'm going to walk through the game. Here's some like interesting facts. Here's some more trivia. It's like, it says the perfect like balance while you're watching the video. The next is Quibs is the YouTube channel. He has a series of videos. The one I'm shouting out is Let's Explain Dark Souls 3 as we play. And it's the same exact thing as One Short Eye, where he's playing the game and then he gives you some like trivia about the game. He's got a really good sense of humor. I think he really pulls you into where things are funny and where things are like heart-wrenching.
Carla the Witch. While she is a fragment of Manus, there's a lot of evidence indicating that she was the adopted daughter of both Alva and Zoe.
And he really explains a lot about the details of the game really well, so I want to shout out that guy. Jason Graves, my God, what a fucking year he had.
He's on my list.
The CDI video, 32X video, the quest to play Game & Watch, Zelda, that one. Just the Zelda series in general, the Hyperscan, Madden Retrospective.
Madden Retrospective was this year, wow.
Like, I can't even believe he's done all these videos.
Not to mention waiting for Nintendo launched. He had a great year. And as a matter of fact, if you want to watch the same sort of like State of the Union for waiting for Nintendo, they did that video too. You guys can go check that out.
And also, I gotta do the porn comparison. I gotta do CDI versus 3DO porn.
And then the Pixels to Pages story of EGM. I love
so good.
that video.
I'll start with a troll one. Okay, it's a troll one, but it's real. So my rules were that it has to have been something that came out in 2025. It can't be like I saw it in 2025. Yeah, because I would maybe throw some other stuff in here if that was the case. But number 5 for me is going to be John Hunt's AI generation of the Distraction song.
It's a distraction.
It's a distraction. I love it.
There's a fire going on, but the party's just begun, so keep your focus looking at me tonight.
I've listened to it a billion times. I think it hits in our edit so fucking great. All right, I hope you gentlemen are strapped in for a long, difficult conversation.
I'm a distraction of pure satisfaction.
It's so good if you have it. Yeah, it's on his YouTube channel. It's like Sing Clanker Sing or something like that.
Yeah, John Hunt has a secret AI YouTube channel.
Yeah, your favorite.
We're bleeding subscribers.
In the holiday special, I had him do the Bjork Christmas AI song. And people are like, oh, what's that from? And I'm like, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to answer that question.
The tiny metropolis celebrating in the back of the machine.
I go in depth in when we posted it on Red Cow Arcade about the mod of the TV. And I was like, this won't play well in the Christmas special because I want to like get to the rest of the content. So I was like, oh, I needed a montage. And I was thinking like, I'm taking apart this TV just like Bjork. So I was like, I got to have something inspired by like Christmas inside the TV with Bjork. And I gave John Hunt that prompt basically, and he ran with it, and he did such a great job.
I mean, he's a musician, right? So he's going to produce better results than we would. And he plays around with it a lot, and he knows what it's good at. I don't know. Like, I find that like with generic music, if you needed stock music, let's say, don't you think it's in some ways more creative to use an AI generation because it's more specifically the thing that you wanted in the first place, as opposed to going and finding some generic crap on YouTube and plugging it in?
Yeah, and everybody's using the same thing too. So you watch somebody else's YouTube video, and I'm like, oh, I use that.
So isn't it a little bit more creative, even if it pollutes the planet?
It uses our water. It's drinking our water.
John Hunt's drinking everybody's water.
All right, number 5, Pokemon Legends ZA.
Oh my god. This is the most downvoted segment we've ever made. One of my prayers for 2026 is that the people in our comments do not regard every single thing as a hit, like as a battleground, as a place to fight about, a loving tribute to Rob Reiner. Let's go, baby. Politics, baby. Oh, they use the song. Let's go, baby. Let's have a Reddit fight in these comments. All right. We'll do something safe. We'll talk about Pokemon. It's too much, you guys. Have your disagreements. Express your opinions, but settle the fuck down. Because I don't want to be checking comments and half of them are somebody being a little okay? I'd rather not have you. I don't make money at this. I'd rather not have you in the audience. There, anyway.
Anyway, I like this game. You are allowed to not like it. We can have a different opinion. This is fun. But no, it was just the perfect game for me, especially as a dad. Like you can turn it on, and I was able to like do a couple missions. Okay, cool. I can turn it off. I pick it back up. Oh, I can settle down these rogue mega evolutions. Okay, I did that mission. Put it down. Picked it up. Oh, I can go to this wild zone. I can catch all the Pokemon there. Get that little trophy. Cool. I can pick it. I can put it down. It was perfect. My dad life. I liked it. I thought it was the battle system was nice and revitalized. That had some good ideas. Yeah, the graphics not that great. Yeah, it could have used voice acting. Yeah, the tutorial's a little long, but you know what? It wet my whistle.
I have zero point of reference for it. I've not played a Pokemon.
You would hate it. You would fucking hate it.
Yeah, I'd be with all these guys.
Game Freak can't make a game worth $40, let alone the $550, yes, the number keeps going up, that the game actually costs to get the complete product.
So let's be real, like a lot of the Switch 2 exclusives have not been that great.
Was this exclusive?
It was also on the Switch, but played poorly on the Switch.
Yeah.
And I didn't play the DLC because the DLC does look like trash. I did not play the DLC. It was just a good excuse to actually like be in bed with my Switch 2 and play a game, play a little bit, and put it down. That's perfect for me. That's how I want to play video games.
Anyway. I saw Hayden. He was like, Jason, Nintendo has until March. They have until March, Jason.
And I'm going to sell one of my 2 Switch 2s.
Nintendo, you've got until March to give me a reason to play the Switch 2 or I'm selling it.
Right now, I have 2 Switches. And I'm going to slowly sell one of them.
I will still have a Switch 2. It's just going to be like, I'm okay with it being a shared device.
Unless Nintendo releases something.
If they announce something between now and April 1st,
okay,
I'm in. I'm keeping it.
Why the fuck would you sell one of them?
You're going to sell the Switch? What?
It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe over there. Waiting for Nintendo. Subscribe.
You got until March, Nintendo. Technically April, but for some reason I thought March was funnier.
My next one, to my shock, Andor season 2. There's 12 episodes, right? But they released them in 3s. And the first half or so I struggled with, like pretty mightily. But nevertheless, I kind of trusted the artist the whole time. And then sort of the second half became really exciting. And not Star Wars-ish at all. You can go back and watch our video. But yeah, Andor season 2, I would check it out again.
Yeah, that Gorman arc, that is, I think, like some of the best TV I've seen. Yeah. Like it was really good, perfect build up, very good tension. It's basically the French Revolution, but hey, whatever. It's great.
Yeah, it's like they don't even try to have aliens.
They're like French aliens, whatever.
Guys and their widows and stuff.
Number 4, I got Pluribus.
Good choice.
You know, Vince Gilligan. Yeah, but just like you watch it and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, TV is awesome, and this guy's a master and everything. The only thing is, it's like after the 9th episode, I was like, I want more of this. And we got 9 episodes. They did say, I think they said they might be back in 2026. Don't quote me on that, but wow. If they are back in a year, that's great. We used to get TV every year.
They'd be fools not to fast track it. I heard that it's the top performer of Apple TV, like of all time or something.
I mean, because the problem, like, you get things like Stranger Things where Like you have to wait years for the next season, and like the momentum feels like it's gone, you know?
Yeah.
And all the kids are now like so old, and that just ended. We used to get TV every year. Maybe it wasn't always great, but you got it every year. There was a schedule, there was a cadence. It started in the fall, it ended in the spring, and then you like did whatever you wanted in the summer and watched reruns and stuff. It just felt like the natural cycle of the human experience.
But of course, a pluribus is not an easy thing to produce. I mean, every shot is money and work. You know, it's not a let's all just hop onto the volume and pump this baby out. You know, number 3 for me is going to be Levi Reed's Real Film in 2025.
Oh, yeah, Levi.
Yeah.
Cheers to Levi.
Cheers to Levi. He made a lot of great videos this year. He launched his channel this year, and it was a great channel, and I love it.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm going to go back and retcon my YouTube shout out. Levi Reed. Your captain speaking.
Levi did this thing about a 35 millimeter film or film in general. And he did this screening of Phantom of the Opera, the original, for the 100th anniversary at his coffee shop. And I was supposed to go out there. I had very nearly made plans to. And then instead the next month, it was too busy of a time for me. The next month he came out and we did Boxes and Boiling. But he took the footage that he took that night and turned it into this thing about film because he actually has a film collection. And so I thought that made it a really kind of a special YouTube video. It'd be one thing for a guy to sit there in a rocking chair and talk about film, but he actually has a film collection and can talk more and had this event. And so the whole video is grounded. And, you know, it's like, to me, often that's what makes a YouTube video special is when, you know, the sort of Jason played on a real 3DO, you know, as opposed to emulated, you know, so it's like sometimes it's Mr. Beast would tell us that like those kinds of stunts is what makes a YouTube video clickable. And he articulates himself well, and he's sincere and he's earnest. And, you know, when Levi puts out a video, I'm clicking it fast.
My number 3 is Weapons. I just thought it was so creative. It's a mystery, but it respects your intelligence, or it's never trying to cheat you. It's revealing the information in just like a very methodical way, the multiple perspectives. It's got, the premise is great, and the ending is shocking, but it all makes sense. They all build up to it intelligently. Wonderful performances too. So Weapons is definitely earns a spot.
It belongs on my top 5, but I somehow don't have it here. I don't really know how I don't have it here, but I would put it. Yeah, it easily earns a spot in my top media of 2025. I loved it, and I hope there's more movies that come out like it. I think there will be. I think like that's what's going to compete at the box office is good movies again. Might be interesting.
I think so.
Like that's what's on its way, I think. Number 4 for me, Jason Graves, The Quest to Play Zelda Game & Watch.
Oh, yeah, yes.
There were some good ones to choose from. The Retro AI Problem. I just got a real kick out of him going through all these trash AI channels for retro gaming and the golden age of, and you know, he just had a lot of incisive commentary about all that stuff. But Game & Watch, for somebody to want to do a comprehensive Zelda retrospective, and to make sure not to miss the Zelda Game & Watch, and then as a consequence of that, to play the Game Boy Game & Watch collection and compare the versions, and then
have an existential crisis while he's doing it.
Obviously, it all mounts up to the cement factory.
I'm wasting my life. Video games haven't made me smarter. I'm not getting anything out of these. I'm not even any better at mixing cement. I'm giving up my precious time in my life for virtual stars, which don't even mean anything, when I could be bettering myself, or creating art, or making friends, but no. Instead, I'm a fat, unemployed loser, wasting their life with Mario's goddamn cement factory.
Which I was like, you know, this rant sounds a lot like me. And he was like, I was definitely channeling my Frankie here. Like, the opportunity cost of being here playing this game. But great video, and not one of his top performers. And I think that's a mistake of his audience. I think it was one of his best of the year.
So my number 2 is Eartheon, the new game for the Sega Genesis. 1 is gorgeous. 2, it's like easy enough to play through. You can set it to higher difficulties and stuff like that, but I don't think I've had that much fun with a shoot 'em up in so long. What's the guy's name who made it?
Yuzu Koshiro.
Yes, the fact that he came back and he's like, I'm going to make the most banger Genesis game in 2025. So perfect, great game.
I forgot about Eartheon. It belongs on my top 5 as well. But this just gives a little bit of extra play for everybody. I'm actually at my number 1 by now. So my number 1 is Pluribus. We've said enough about Pluribus, but just one other comment about it. I was realizing that, man, they really stacked the deck against themselves with this one. It's very challenging storytelling. And the reason is because it's a ton of exposition. Because like every episode is like, how does this work exactly? Right? Like every episode has to explain like, so if you're getting a massage, do we all get massages? Do we all poop at the same time? Do we, how do you all eat? Oh, can you tell a lie? Well, what happens if, so you're constantly providing exposition to the audience, and they, I think, consistently found ways to make sure the exposition was story instead of just exposition dumps. And then the other problem is that everybody except for the survivors, which is only a handful of characters, is basically God, or, you know, something like this omnipotent force that can see everything and knows everything. So that's a hard thing to write for.
Yes.
You know? It means that everybody else is one character in effect, and they know everything already before you know it. And they're present the entire time, more or less.
Yeah.
Unless they start like converting people out of the hive mind, I don't think you get new characters in this. So you have a finite number of characters. So there's just there's a few things that kind of box them in. And I think the balance of humor and drama and cinematography and pacing. Some people call it slow. I'm like, I'm loving the pace, actually.
I liked it a lot, actually. I didn't feel like it was slow at all. In fact, sometimes I'm like, I want more of that episode. I want more of this. I want more of everything. It's just, I'm greedy. But I felt like I was getting everything I wanted, all the textures that I wanted. It's similar to Weapons where, there's mystery boxes or mysteries, but the mysteries, when they're revealed, they make sense and they respect your intelligence. I love, they all come from, you, like you said, a place of story.
Which is what these guys are good at. They've always been good at this. So excited for more, for sure. And she's great. She's 53 years old and she's smoking hot.
Yeah, she's just great.
You know, by the time they're done with this thing, she'll be 60, and I bet she'll still be smoking hot.
Going around on Twitter was like one of her first jobs, which was she was like doing like a derpy, being a witch in Magic the Gathering. Like there was like a CD-ROM for Magic the Gathering, and she was like in an FMV, like with a little cape, being derpy and that. It was kind of cute.
Spells and artifacts that will work together to vanquish your wizardly opponents.
So my number one is Andor Season 2. I thought it was, I canceled my Disney Plus subscription, but this was the last thing that I really enjoyed from it. I especially that Gorman arc and the last getting Mothma off of Coruscant there. I thought those were like such good little arcs. I was enjoying Star Wars for the first time in a long time, and it was with freaking Andor. Like that character I like barely cared about in Rogue One. It was pretty impressive. Really good performances, like Skarsgård there.
And I assume that's it for they're not doing more.
I think this is it. Well, yeah, it's literally. I think it just literally moves into Rogue One. I think they spent the money in the right places with the sets and all the costuming and the acting. It's just really good. It was really good. I do want to mention Righteous Gemstones ended. It wasn't on my list, but it was mostly because I thought last season was a better ending, I think.
I mean, I liked it. I always enjoy my time with those characters and stuff, but it didn't quite jump out at me as good as the previous seasons. That season where last year where Gideon was in the monster truck and all that stuff. That
was the ending. Like I felt like that was like the real ending. And it was fun it was like, this was like an epilogue. You hang out with the characters more.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the same impact as last season.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. That's our top 5. And more.
Sheesh. 40,000 channels and only 150 of them have anything good on.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.